Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops, talking about San Antonio Spurs, y'all. And yes, I am still combing through that Brian Wright interview from a couple days ago. It's very thought-provoking because he answers the questions that many fans have without necessarily directly addressing the actual players he passed on. So that's why I made this video, man. Why did he pick Sochan over Jalen Duren? And he doesn't come out and use names, but he makes it clear on why we picked Sochan.
Not bad, not bad.
And I think a video like this, at least for my channel, is important because it, lets fans know that, we see Jalen Duren being a good pick. He was one of my top picks early in this process. But when you really look at the NBA and how it's growing and how it's changing, and Brian Wright addresses this, you kind of have to go with the player with more versatility on both ends of the floor. And once you hear him speak about this and it clicks, you automatically get what the Spurs are trying to do. They are on a quest to put together the most diverse, most versatile roster they possibly can make, okay? Brian Wright talked a lot about position. I've talked about a lot about players being able to play different positions, defend different positions and whatnot. So, I'm going to play a clip in a second so you can kind of see where I'm going with this. But before I jump too deep into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that bell for more videos. Thank you guys for the support, y'all. I really appreciate it.
The number 9 pick, what do you like most about Jeremy?
Besides the hair? No, the versatility. As you see now, teams playing smaller and guys being able to guard multiple positions, do different things on the floor. We think he complements the group really well. And he's a connector, right? He connects you on both ends of the floor. He can pass, he can think, he's physical, he's willing to guard multiple spots, he's unselfish, he's coachable, he's all the things that we identified that we wanted to add to this team. And then he's a little fun, when you throw in the hair. So we really enjoyed our time with him in Chicago when we sat down and then when he came in for his workout, and we think he'll be a great addition to the group.
Okay, there you go, man. There's your answer. I think Brian Wright made it very clear that the Spurs were looking for a player that can be versatile on both ends of the floor. Someone that can guard multiple positions, someone that can play multiple positions, and unfortunately, that's just not what Jalen Duren would have brought to the table. He's a big man, he's a center, he's a 5. He would have guarded the heck out of that 5 position, and I think he's going to be a good player in this league. But that's where it ends, And this isn't, the old school NBA where you could play 2 bigs together, aka the Twin Towers. Man, they get ripped apart by these smaller teams. So if you would have went with a Duren, he would have just had to have been a center. He might have spent some time at the power forward position, possibly, but not much, okay? With Sochan, you can put him at the 5, you can put him at the 4, you can even put him at the 3, which is crazy, So the versatility that he has is huge, okay, for this team. That's something Duren was not going to bring. So kudos to the Spurs seeing that and recognizing that and trying to get the most bang for their buck.
Yeah, to some degree, but again, the NBA has transitioned some from being so position dominant to what skill do you provide, and then how do they complement each other. And so that's kind of how we look at this as well. The size, the versatility, the length, the skill sets, and don't really lock people into one position or the other. It's how do they all complement and how can you build with that.
Brian Wright went on to say in this clip that, the NBA playoffs was a perfect example of being positionless. It was almost like people were playing 6'8" or lower. It wasn't anyone on the floor larger than 6'8", and which is crazy when you really think about it. So when you think about the NBA going into that direction, does it make sense to get a Jalen Duren per se, a person that's going to be regulated to probably one position, a person that's going to be a little slower because of his size and his strength when he has to chase a Draymond Green around the entire court in a lot of cases, And I'm not saying he's going to be a terrible player, and I'm not saying he would have been a bad pick. I'm just saying Sochan gives us what Duren probably would have gave us at the 5, and he can still guard other positions. He can still play other positions. He still has the speed, the quickness to do those type of things. So when you hear fans, still kind of fuming over the Sochan pick, think of this video. Think about what Brian Wright is saying, and think about the NBA in its current state. This is a good pick, guys. This is a great pick, really, and it's going to fit for this team moving forward. All right, guys, is it for this one. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this pick. Do you think we made the right choice over Duren? I really do, because the NBA is changing. It is a positionless league these days, man. Check out the other videos on the channel, and I will catch you in the comments. Peace.